Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. All right, please continue to pray for me by singing along with me, gesturing at your screen, and leaving a dislike on this video. Also, feel free to pray in your own language and religion as well, because I need all of the prayers that I can get. So you can either pray to the God of dislikes or pray to whatever religion you belong to. What has happened is that I've hit a speed bump in my trip. What had happened was that about a week ago, I realized that I couldn't use my credit card anymore because I was using a Discover credit card, and I also have a debit card with Discover Bank. But Discover had recently severed ties with their sister company here in Taiwan. I don't really understand why, but all of a sudden my card doesn't work. I had called another credit card company that I have a card with, Barclay. I forgot to bring the card, but they assured me they could mail a card here, and I initiated that about a week ago. In the meantime, I went through my suitcase and I discovered I had, how much was it? I had about 60 some thousand Japanese yen. I had a few thousand Chinese. I had a few hundred US. I can't remember how much. And I went to exchange all of that at the bank. And I got a total of, if I remember correctly, 26,000 some Taiwanese dollars. And you may remember about a week ago, I was searching through them for some interesting serial numbers. Sometimes I find a note with a bunch of consecutive numbers. I've never gotten anything worthwhile, but it's a nice conversation piece, right? I think my record was six of a kind. I used to love doing this. I got in trouble for doing this one time actually. I would go to the bank and withdraw the daily maximum, search through them, and then just redeposit it back into the bank. Where I ran into trouble was 1 month I had withdrawn and deposited $100,000 or some ridiculous amount because I was searching. And the bank questioned me about that. And when I explained what had gone on, I mean, they had to go up the chain. So I couldn't use that bank account for a few days while they investigated. But sure enough, they looked at the camera. This guy's just searching notes. And the bank teller gave me a really funny look at it. And she explained to come into the bank to do that because otherwise the machine will trigger something. Anyway, I got 26,000 Taiwanese dollars to search through. And then it was stolen from me. And now I'm really running on fumes until I could get the card. And unfortunately, the card hasn't arrived today. I had to bother a few family members, and I just don't like bothering my family members. I had everything mapped out, and you know what was really frustrating when I went to file the police report? You know, it's not a whole lot of money to lose. If this were back home in the U.S., I might not even have bothered the police with this. It's just a huge interruption to my trip. And I told the officer, I actually know the serial numbers of these bills. Come look at this video. He laughed at me for wanting to search the notes as well. So everybody just laughs at me. And I told him, the sooner you start working on this, the more likely you're going to see all these bills together. And obviously, he has other plans. And like I said, normally if I lost that amount of money, I wouldn't even bother. But it's just that now I have to bug my family members who want to call me an idiot. And now I have no money for my trip, which is in a sense a blessing in disguise because I've been doing other stuff as well. But my credit card hasn't. I really despise it when something is out of my hands, right? Waiting for the police officer to go through the surveillance because we don't have a surveillance inside the room, obviously. But as you walk out. So if this guy's an idiot and he goes, "Oh, money," and he walks out with wads of money on his hands, right? I was hoping, but he's been dragging his feet. Oh, just to check a video, right? I mean, I bet he on his when he wastes time at his desk, he probably watches like porn or so. I wouldn't be surprised, or maybe not porn, but some other crap, right? Cat videos or watch that one instead, right? But when I'm waiting for my credit card and I just despise it when things are out of my hands like that. And also, it's a big lesson that everything comes to a stall when you don't have money. Right now, obviously, this is a very temporary situation, but a lot of times my social life back home in the U.S. stalls because I don't have a whole lot of money to burn, right? And maybe that's a lesson that I need to get better at negotiating for myself and getting paid what I'm worth. Right, a lot of times people walk all over me, especially when I was doing the tutoring gigs. I often didn't get the best pay out of it. I talked about it in my last video. One time, one of my students gave me the wrong address and then shafted me because I was late for their doing, right? All right. Please pray for me. In whatever religion you belong in, please pray. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.